Thanks for joining In the Ring. Good to have each and every one of you with us this evening. As you know, per normal, we're asking you guys to share the live stream. We're asking you guys to cross post. Quite a bit of information to share with you tonight. And we are going to be doing our best to stay very coherent. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes technically, and we're still trying to give you as smooth a program as we can. I'm privileged to be joined by Member of Parliament Natasha Singh Lewis this evening, and I'm going to bring her on right away. No time to waste tonight. Lots of information to discuss. Natasha, a very good evening. Welcome.
Good evening to you, Sharad. It's a privilege to be in the ring with you. I'm ready to fight.
Excellent, and I know you are a tremendous fighter. So I ain't taking anything for granted. Maybe you gotta say some prayers for us in the back here. Quite a bit of challenges this evening, but we wanted to ensure that our folks are getting the live stream, and we are clear to go.
Fantastic.
Great. So, as we're coming on, believe it or not, we are learning that the government is out of Sputnik vaccines for those persons who are taking the second dose. Let me see if I can bring up my notes very quickly. For those persons who are taking the second dose of the Sputnik vaccine, like me, that is now unavailable. The first dose for the AstraZeneca is unavailable, and also the first dose for the Superfarm Sinopharm, rather, apologies, that is also unavailable. But the second dose for AstraZeneca and Sinopharm, they are available. The first dose, however, for the Sputnik is available, but the second dose is unavailable. So, guys, let me just run that through once more for you. The Sputnik V is available for first dose. The AstraZeneca and the Sinopharm, they are unavailable. The Sputnik V is unavailable for second dose, but the AstraZeneca and the Sinopharm, they are available. Please be guided. You can check I guess, the Ministry of Health's website and other media for additional information. That being said, we are having some challenges on our live stream, and I can tell from those persons who are joining us via Facebook, especially across several of the pages, we're having some technical challenges. It seems to be something that is limited to Facebook. And so we're going to try to work around all of that. Natasha, how are things at your end, and which vaccine are you slated to take?
Sharad, it's good that you have started off with vaccination this evening. I have already taken the Sputnik V. I am 1 week, 1 week ago, I took the second dose. And,
Excellent.
and Sharad, all is not well. I have to say that to our viewers. Um, and I can't place this at nowhere else except the mismanagement of the government of Ghana and the Ministry of Health and their responsibility. It is just that there is absolutely no educational program that tells you, that informs the citizen, when you before you take this vaccine, these are the possible things that might happen. um, I know for a fact, when you take after the vaccine, they tell you, if you get fever, take two Panadol. It's been a week. I don't have fever, but I have not been the same. And I don't want to discuss all of the things on air here right now, but it's not the same. And I'm saying that pre-counseling and post-counseling is absolutely
Yeah,
necessary
yeah,
in
yeah.
situations like this. I've
Very
just
much
had
so.
today, the situation with the nurses in New Amsterdam. And I have a relative in the nursing school, and she reached out to me, and she said to me, Auntie Tash, I really don't know what to do. I didn't take the vaccine, but we got instructions that before 11 o'clock, we have to take it. And the only thing I could have said to her is, baby, please ensure they tell you what will happen before and after.
Yeah,
And she said that was not done, but they were instructed, they were forced to take the vaccine. And sure, those things are just basic. In any
yeah,
educational program, any vaccination, you must have an education program. And we have three geriatrics over the Ministry of Health. You understand? All three of them are doctors. Not one of them thought that there should be a prerequisite to the rollout to the vaccination, which is an education plan, an education program. I don't understand that, Sherrod. It's just basic, and we knew from the beginning that the PPP government had no plan for COVID. We knew that, but we thought when they
Very much
released,
so.
things would have changed.
Yeah, because they had their own parallel task force, and I'm happy with what you talked about the post counseling where these vaccines are concerned. Because, for instance, I was under 50-minute observation after I took mine, but the symptoms I experienced were not experienced until I came home later, much later that evening. And had it not been for the Almighty and preserving my mind, things might have turned out very, very differently. But I'm very, very happy to have you, MP Natasha Lewis, Singh Lewis. Because of some of the issues that we're going to wade through this evening, I think you are one of the most competent persons to help us to navigate them. And for those persons who are joining us, as we were coming on, there was a protest in the US. The PPP was having a meeting in Flatbush, Brooklyn, and some of their attendees weren't getting the kind of answers they were looking for. And we wanted to give you part of that exchange at that meeting in Flatbush, Brooklyn, just this evening.
We want to step to you. But let me speak to the audience who want to listen. We want, I want to hear what PPP represented. We didn't come to hear you. When I'm finished, I'll have a one-on-one with you. Let me speak to the audience. I'll have a one-on-one with you. Please, we're trying to have a civil meeting. No, we're trying to have a civil meeting and people just walk in. You can either sit down and be part of the meeting or leave the meeting. You have a choice. And if you're respectful as you say you are, you will obey the law. Sit, be part of the meeting. Yeah, but you have to sit down and leave. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. Come on, please have a seat. But we as Guyanese here, we should be shining examples of unity.
No unities in Guyana, none whatsoever. You close the nurses that were in training, you shut them down, all because they are from Linden. Close, and they must go to Georgetown to train. To do what?
This is what I want for everybody, I want with you. Please, you can have go outside and make as much noise as you want. I'll be your accent. But take a seat. But then you have a seat. I know you. Can you have a seat? But you're not giving me a chance to speak. You only screaming. We have a meeting here. You only screaming, please. I'm asking you, do not disturb our meeting. Do not disturb our meeting. You weren't invited. If you either sit down or leave. You either sit down or leave. Please.
It wouldn't be doing that.
It's a public meeting. It's a public meeting. We got the invitation. All right, let's continue meeting. Continue meeting. We want
illegally the territory election and install these people. And you come here, you're carrying all the black people. How they gonna feed the children? The crime, the drugs are shipping out to America. All the pork and pork, so the guys they get back to
Can you please sit and let me continue meeting, please? Please have a seat. Please have a seat. We don't mind if they sit in the meeting. party meeting. That's all I want. So this is all right. Once people say you can take it, but you can't, you can't disturb the others. Disturbing other people. Okay. I think you've got to make it job. I think you've got to.
I'm asking for the right thing to be spoken of. That's all. That's all.
Can we speak after this meeting? Can we speak? What I want to emphasize too is that I want to hear from you what it is that you want to do in Guyana for Guyana.
We want to help everyone. We want Guyana to become a united place.
Good.
My mother is schooling. My dad is back.
Yeah, but
we want to live together. Right. My family has a lot of investment in Guyana.
Good.
And they've been victimized because they scam and my younger family. Everything is well. Come on, man. I'm living it. I'm living it. I feel pain. Pain. I feel pain. And you guys come up.
MP, a lot being said there. Obviously, people are very frustrated with what's happening home here, and they see a forum where they can talk to the PPP representatives where they are, and they are trying to get information, and that is the situation that occurred there in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Your thoughts?
Are you hearing me, Sharon?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
One gentleman said, if Mr. Granger was here, this would not have happened.
Yeah.
And so people distinguish between the leadership of the APNU AFC and the PPP. One point to note. The second note, the gentleman articulated very well. We want love and unity in Guyana. So that's not something that this current government is unaware of. And I'm really happy that somebody in the diaspora is brave enough to tell Robert Prasad to his face that what they're doing back home is nonsense.
Correct. And again, a lot of people are frustrated. As we're coming on, not only did we learn about the COVID vaccine shortage, but we also were being told that beef has gone up.
Sharon, $800 a pound for beef?
How much is the average pound for beef? Forgive me.
I celebrated Eid a couple of days ago, and we paid $400 a pound for beef.
It's twice the cost.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Oh, Father.
I don't understand, and it makes me wonder. Today we see that soap and soap products will go up at 40%. I mean, we can stop bathing with soap soon. We're gonna stop eating beef. The cost of living is becoming a burden if it has not already. And it's only 9 months. Imagine what will happen in a year time.
And people are feeling the squeeze. People are feeling the pressure. And I can just imagine how the common man, because I think I earn a little more than most people here, but I don't know how they're going to make out. I don't know how they're going to make it. And they've already said they aren't giving a second COVID cash grant. But hey, 25,000 couldn't do anything since then, and it can't do much now, especially with these increased prices.
Think of the public servant that is earning $70,000 a month and has children, school-age children. Think of that public servant that didn't get an increase this year and is going through the pandemic with children at home and got to make things work. Children at home spells out to more cooking. Honestly, those who have children will be honest. Children at home means more cooking. It requires you to go to the market and the supermarket more often. It requires more money.
Yeah. So we're going to continue to monitor that, but I just want the members of the public to know that we have several challenges, technical challenges on with our Facebook pages, and so we are working to resolve that. But we are on the Avenue AFC Facebook page, and those of you who are joining us there, we invite you guys to share the live stream. We really need you guys to share the live stream this evening so that those folks who might be joining us other places would know that we're on. But thanks to those folks who are joining us, for instance, on Twitter and on YouTube. We got you guys. MP Singh Lewis, I want you to take a look at this video that was shot yesterday of an altercation in a boat. I don't know exactly where this boat was, but what started out as perhaps just an ordinary argument escalated into a physical confrontation, and it has some racial overtones. We want to warn persons who haven't seen it yet that this is going to be a little graphic, but we wanted to play it for you as we got it, so that you get a better sense of what transpired there, and then we're going to have some thoughts on the other side. So, folks, take a listen to this.
Wow. Sharon, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I'm hoping to see you.
Apologies, all manner of things this evening. I was saying there that sometimes when we're in conversation, persons use these what we call indecent language, or people cuss, and then they say, sorry, big man, sorry. I always say, just be yourself. If that's who you are, be yourself. And so we give you who we are. This is part of who we are as Guyanese. This is how we operate. But in terms of what transpired here, from this verbal altercation to this physical altercation, MP Lewis, I know you have a program on social media and you talk about building bridges. Make sense of this for us.
Let me take a deep breath, Sharon, and let me start from the beginning. What transpired there on that boat is very sad for all of us on different levels. What I saw is two women fighting should never ever happen. What I saw is two women of different ethnicity fighting because of one being derogatory to the other one, using the word black. In both cases, by law, they should be taken care of, because that is not permissible in your home and it's not permissible in public space.
Yeah.
So I rather suspect by now that the police would deal with this matter. But Sharon, let's talk about what happened there. In my opinion, and sadly so, what happened there is an outburst of a young person. I didn't get to see the beginning of the video. What would have started the conversation or the outrage, spelling the word black and calling black and all of that. I think it got physical when the mother got involved, when the word mother got involved. Now, Sherrod, things don't happen just like that. You don't wake up and go your way on a boat and get so angry by one situation. That is a number of things, and I'm so sorry for that young lady. Anybody who knows this young lady, I'm asking you, both of them, I'm asking you to get by me. I am on Facebook, Natasha Lewis or Natasha. I would really like to reach out to them.
Yeah.
But the video does not give you a physical space. I don't know which region or wherever they are from. But it's a number of things. It's frustration, Sharon. We're living in an economy where people are unemployed. People have nowhere to go. And frustration builds. Apart from that, we have to admit that we have a racial issue in this country. Racial discrimination is something that the fraudulent government will not address because it's something they capitalize on. And what happened there is very sad. It's something that the government condones.
Yeah,
And let me
I
tell
think I think you are absolutely right from the inception by saying that both parties are wrong because you might have had a verbal assault on the part of this young lady who was doing all of this cussing, from the inception of what we saw. We don't know what transpired before that, but then we have a physical assault, and I would dare say at the cost of being unpopular, both persons are wrong. Both persons are wrong, and
I agree with you.
the law should deal with it. But I harken back just a week ago when we had the Dalrymple issue with the policeman over the river. When
Yeah.
when when she bit that policeman's hand, we are yet to see any charges being laid. But I would say in any instance, whether that or this one, justice should be done. Justice should be done. One person has a right to speak, but you don't have a right to say derogatory things about people. And people have a right to their own personal space. And when you come beyond that, you are looking for trouble. So I dare say that both parties here are culpable.
And by law, you will know it's assault, right?
Correct.
Um, Verbal and physical. So both of them, the
Yeah.
police will deal with them. But Sharad, the law will take its course. Let's think about the system that is in place to empower people like that. Can you think of one organization other than the ERs? God forbid, they have no authority
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
form or structure to offer any advice to anybody. And my
Yeah.
apologies to the staff at ERC, but their leadership
The
is just
principles. Yeah.
atrocious and should not attempt at giving people advice.
Yeah.
And so if you can think of one organization, one government organization that has the responsibility for this kind of situation, tell me what that organization is doing.
Yeah. Folks
I
who are
can
now joining us, welcome to In the Ring. We have a lot of stuff. We have some challenges with technology this evening, and so we're being streamed to a limited amount of pages. But I see a number of you who have joined us, and we're going to ask you guys to share the live stream more than ever so that other persons can know that we are still on, because on some of our pages, we're not showing up, and persons might think we don't have the show this evening. So we encourage you guys, wherever you're joining us from, to share the live stream at your end. I'm chatting here with MP Natasha Singh Lewis, making sense of this verbal then physical altercation that occurred on this boat quite recently, and it's all the talk on social media. So thanks for joining us in the ring, folks. MP Lewis, one of the things that I noticed here, I thought the entire Guyana in this boat, to the extent that you have this altercation between two women, and few persons ever step in to bring some calm to the situation. As a matter of fact, when the second woman started to attack the first woman who was going on with her tirade, persons were encouraging her, and I found that very, very difficult.
It's disheartening, Sherrod, but that is our current sad state in Guyana. We have no ability to rise up and to do the right thing, and that comes from leadership. We have no ability to intervene in a situation. The first thing that happens in a situation, we take out our cell phone and we start to video instead of getting involved and try to stop the problem. And that is what I saw there this evening. There were a number of other persons, and I saw in that video other women who was just looking on. I can't imagine, Sharon. That is our current situation of representing women in this country. I don't care who they are. That was wrong at every single level.
Yeah, I mean,
Chinese should
we only
shame
have we only
themselves.
yeah. No, I was going to add there that we only have the benefit of a couple of vantage points. We don't have the benefit of the entire situation or how it unfolded there. But I was wondering too whether the captain of this boat thought about asking this woman who was going on about Afro Guyanese to step
Yes.
off of the boat because she was causing so much discomfort to other passengers by her kind of language. Whether that was part of the mediation used to calm that situation down. But obviously, it got out of control.
In her frustration, she said she has a MAD certificate. That is something that we don't issue in Ghana. And so I can
Yeah.
tell you right off the bat that this is something that people have been saying, and so she picked it up. And so
Well,
she has
yeah,
labeled herself a mad person. She's not a mad person, she's frustrated. And she has so much anger pent up. And where is she going to go? She's going to go home and she's going to cry. The police is going to come, and that will take its course. The law will take its course. But where does reform take place?
yeah,
Where
exactly.
for both of them?
Yeah.
Because if one was older than the other one, too many intervention areas were missed in that situation.
Yeah. And I think part of a takeaway from this is that we need so much more tolerance in our
Yeah.
society, that if a person isn't attacking you physically, then you don't have that right to invade their own personal space. And I think when people are left with nothing else to do, that is the result of their actions. But I think we have to learn so much more tolerance. Personally, I can tell you this personally, MP St. Louis. If I were with everybody who tell me something and hurtful, dreaded things, God knows I pull up people false here, the false teeth, and bite in the hand every weekend or every day. You understand me? But you have to exercise so
Yes,
much tolerance in this country. And day by day, we see more and more of that.
yes, indeed. Sherrod, tolerance is not something that comes by easily. It is something that is taught in the home.
Yeah,
And you would know, and I don't want to preempt where this conversation is going. The family structure in Guyana is in serious trouble.
yeah. So
We
let's
have a
talk a little bit about that. Let's talk a little bit about that because here is this other situation occurring recently involving the Melvin Kewley family,
Mhm.
where there is one member of the family who seems to be, really taking out frustrations, among other things, on other members of the family. And I had a
True.
chance early on to talk with Mr. Melville Kewley, and he had quite some interesting things to share with us. I want us to take a listen to that, MP St. Louis, and then I would really like your comments on the other side. Let's take a listen. Make sure I have everything queued up here.
Mhm.
One
A
second.
little bit about what really taking place for this.
Melvin, welcome.
Yes, sir. I live in Burbee's number 65 village. Let me say a little bit about what really taking place for this short time ahead. Since last year to now, this thing taking place. My elder sister, her name is Melven Kewley, and she left her first husband, and since she left her first husband, she been win the lottery one time. She been win $17 million, and like she money finish or something like that, and she start just bore up she car tire and start Carolina report about me and my other brother. Mostly at the time, she end up put my brother jail, and before in 2013, she been put my mother also in jail. And she been put my mother 2 times and set up the woman with drugs. And that was some people not get for understand. But she been set my mother up with drugs. And she called the police herself and
Set,
tell the police
hold
that
on.
my mother this.
Hold on. Melvin, set your mother up with drugs. What does that mean?
Yeah, she said my mommy they sell drugs, which
Mhm.
my mother never did. And she called the police and informed the police and tell the police that oh, the drugs just be hiding here and so on. My mother never know about that. And when the police go right there, where she send the police go and find the narcotics thing them there and says how that oh, you're under arrest and woman got in prison. When she end up in the court, she end up in the prison. So the second time, the same thing she did because she not like we. She not like my mother. She not like my two brothers. She not like neither me, and she not like my next sister. And well, let me say this: for the police them that working along this, I ask like the police them at the outpost that when people making a report, you take them report, and when you take them report, you come and you do an investigation before you arrest somebody and charge somebody because most time when the police them are coming, like everybody in my village just coming out and says how that oh, the guy, the guy no do nothing. Why you just keep harassing him like that? Why you keep harassing him? The police them don't want to hear about that. The police them just picking one side. That's the only thing I want to bring to and let the police them do them job respectable. Like just don't pick on one side. Just work for both parties. Do some investigation and see what's right.
And I think that is why you asked for the intervention of the government. I heard you call the opposition leader also to look into this issue.
Yes.
So your sister won this $17 million. She starts to accuse your mother of doing drugs. Um, Whatever the court found, your mother was imprisoned. But before this imprisonment of your mother and all of that, Melvin, what has started this whole family rift? Because clearly there is a rift between the majority of your family and your sister.
Yeah. What started this whole story like in between? Last year in April, right? I had a next phone, like a LG phone. And like Shinamin had one phone and like the phone like what me even get was a little expensive. So like the phone full up she eye. And she thief my phone and she although she win the $17 million, she still get the mind to thief my phone. So when she thief my phone, me ask her why you thief my phone. She said na she. And when we got the station and talk that she thief my phone, and when I track the phone, she hide the phone. A bit I me ready for track back the phone, she done wipe out the phone. So when me talk now, she got to the station claiming that I am me going to her house, thief some blind and thief and go back and say me thief two cell phone from she, which she thief one. That was the video what they talk about last year. So that the whole thing was she heat up before. So before that now she been already jailed my brother. She like in 2015 she been tried with my bigger brother. So it's not like a 1 year thing. It's like uh every year, every year, every year. So if you check from 2014 to 2021, which we do not have a peace or justice to come abroad, like something really should be done in this situation.
Yeah,
Because I want to know, like,
and I think, Melvin, the public gets that sense that this is a long-running family feud. When did your sister win this $17 million?
in in 2017, somewhere
In 2017. And has she sought to help the family in any way financially?
there. Yeah, let me say this. When she win the lottery, she give me $100,000. She gave my brother $100,000, and she give everybody $100,000. So I was small. I was going to school that time. So she told me and my brother that we do not have a bank book. So let she going to keep back the money. So when we give she back, because I am small, my brother is now so big, and like he can sign his name and these things. So she take back the money, and until now she get the money. It's not like she give me the money, which she take it back. She just giving me for namesake, like you have to say namesake. She just give me the money for holding $100,000 and take it back. So like it's namesake she give me the money for. And I hear other cousin jump up and say so how that the house that my sister living in on the squatting area that my sister money where you win the lot to build a house. I want her to know that the sister when he gives you the $100,000 in Skellen here you have a place called Munchies. The sister take a kid, she have 6 children, care them a munchie, she and she's children them sit down and eat, and I think she eat belly full of the munchies, and the rest money will come. She call over some friend, and she drink it out. Let me do not say she drink it out because she know time like I tell you, the money would not be blessed, and it come to light because she have the face. She have the face and the mind to say that she give me 100,000, which is not blessed. And like if she give me and my brother and she take it back, that the whole time. She give me and my brother and she take it back. My mother money is the same thing. She keep my mother money, and when she keep that, she take it back. And plus the lady even say, as you give me the 100,000 and you say you keep it, must keep this $130,000 too. So she rob my mother all that money.
Wow.
130,000. Forget the 100,000 what she give my mother when she win the lottery. So
And
it's not like she like it's not like she give me the money like that oh take it and buy something for yourself. She have it back.
and Melvin, you said early on that part of what transpired here is the fact that your sister may have lost this money that she came into this windfall after winning the lottery. What transpired there in terms of her losing this money? If that is your
Yes. Well, this is her personal business. Let me do not get too much close into her personal lifestyle or put and post on social media because
understood.
I'm here to speak. I am here to speak the truth. In not last year, the other year, she when she leaves her husband, she go away, and she take a guy in Georgetown.
Mhm.
And when she take the guy tells she that if me can borrow your money and I going to buy a high Mac, a drag line or what you call it, a high Mac where you just clean drain with. So the guy take all your money and when done, the guy sends you back to Barbies. So that the whole thing, she do not have a penny to spend for herself now what the guy did to she in Georgetown. So like the thing is irritating she and she start to eat your family live now. So since the guy robbed she all she money in Georgetown, she come back here now and like the thing just keep piling in she inside and she start to want to, rip she family them like a beast.
Because I
Tear
was
out his
coming
skin.
there to ask, what do you think is the genesis of all of this back and forth of recent? Because if your sister has this money, she's living this kind of opulent lifestyle. Why is she bothering you guys?
I don't know why that we live in a poor life. We live in a poor life. Um, If you want, you can come do a visit to we village and see how we live. We live in a poor life, a poor and honest life. I'm a member for two men there, and also I'm an activist for my community. I just be acting like a counselor for my community, make sure the drains are clean, and my community have lights and these things. So I don't know that what is the issue with me and my brother. Like, is like I just said, it's not like a one day thing or like a only year thing or like it's the first time it's happened. It happened for years, like since 2013 to 2021, like I just said.
Yep. And let me say that, being a counselor and representing your community and the citizens of this country is a fantastic job. It's honest work, and I'm really happy that you are in that field of work, pursuing that field of work. So tell us a little bit about some of these travails that your family have gone through. You spoke about your mother being imprisoned, being accused of trafficking in narcotics. You spoke about her trying a similar thing with your brother. Tell us a little bit about some of that, the kind of problems you all have had as a family with the system.
Let me say this clear. For this past time, like she been beating about my brother wife. My brother wife been pregnant for like 5 months or 4 months somewhere, and she scrambled the girl, beat she, and the girl lose her kid. It's a by child when the girl lose the child. When got to the station, police not taking any step in like our side then. So, but when she got to the station, police reach like one, two, three. Like something have to be done there. Like look at the point what I'm trying to say. She beat me about G, and the girl lose her kid 4 month old, 4 month belly. And when got to the station, police not take no step. But all she's claiming that my brother Koshi and this, my brother try and police reach. Let if the sir look at that point. Beat one woman, losing 4 month baby, got to the station, nothing has been done, but she going to the station with her lie allegation saying that oh you my brother cussed me, say you gonna kill me, and police reach. Tell me what you can say about that, partner.
It's interesting, very, very interesting. And so, what has happened since that time?
And since that time to now, like it's the same thing over and over and over. Like she keep doing these things. So like if she make a report against me saying that me threatening she make a burn down she house, she go the next day she go back at the station said that my brother talk the same. So like only when my brother come out from sea, then this girl keep lashing out at me. Like she don't want to see we. Like that the only thing. Only when my brother come up from sea, like he don't want to see we. Like she just like when she see me, like she pick fire raid. When she see me, my brother, my mother, and my other brother, and like she just keep picking fire raid, like that like a beast that she can come and rip off we whole skin.
Yeah, it's a very, very interesting story. And, one hopes that the authorities really and truly, if not before now, look into it and try to bring some relief to this family. You did mention MP Jafar Ali and his sister Indira had some part to play in this story as
No,
well.
it's not.
So that-
It's not the MP. It's not the MP of Parliament really, but
Mhm.
her the MP niece or something like that. Indira Draft Rally.
Mhm.
She's sending most times she's sending threat against me, but not the
Why?
MP of
Why is,
Parliament. He did
why is
not say
that?
anything.
Why is that?
Uh, it's her name is Indira Draft Rally. Like most time on social media, and like she just keep calling my sister, calling my sister and telling that oh that me display powerhouse that he got call your uncle for jail me, which in I know that is a member of parliament, which in he never did, but the passion just flying me, that I have to say what I gotta say because most times she be on social media and keep lashing out at me, sending threat against me,
and all these things which I do not like. And I want the Indira Jafrali to
Melvin,
hear this.
is sending
And
threats against you because is this related to your sister or is this related to your activism in the community?
uh, my sister, she was, you want to send threat against me about my sister. Like, she picking up for my sister then, which in them just hearing and then not seeing. Because I just said from since 2015 to 2021, this thing has been going on. Why Indira Rally have to jump now in my situation and start sending threat against me? That the whole thing bothers me. But it's not the MP of Parliament, but the Indira Rally, and she is claiming that she gonna send her uncle to jail me, and which and I never do nothing wrong, but I want her to let she make a stop right there, clear that I think she already did. She need to make a stop right there.
Great. Melvin, if all things were equal, how would you rather your family would have been as against all of this back and forth with your sister and Indira, the Jafaralis and all that? How would you have rather things to be?
For this short time, everything was going well since the last commander for Region 6, the former commander for Region 6, Mr. Calvin Blutus, been sent a bigger police to talk with me. And like the year passed and all thing was calm and all thing was in peace and in place and everything. But since this Indira Jafrali jumped in, she's approaching my sister like oh, do this, I will help you, I will help you. Most time, like, our house is not far away from each other. Like, if I sit in my room like doing something, you I will hear what she's saying, and she just talk a little loud because we house close.
This
And
is
she just said, oh,
Indira's house.
yeah, I will sit in my house and hear what my sister say on
Oh,
her
great.
landing, and she will say, "Indira draft rally, if me custom that you will go in my station. Why Indira draft rally putting herself in my family business? That the whole thing just keep corrupting me. Why she putting herself? I want to know what politician power did she have to do this thing against me?
One wonders. Melvin, you spoke about a time in your family when there was relative peace. I mean, family, people say is family. And if your sister wants to turn over a new leaf, is your family willing to, reach out to her and, to reconcile as a family and to forgive her?
Uh, well, God said forgive, but don't forget have been passed. Well, actually, we are waiting for our court date to be called and be finished. So, me, my mother, actually,
So there's
me,
a
my
matter in
mother,
court
my
currently.
brother, we just let him go away.
So there's a matter in court currently with your sister.
Yes, he carry my brother court without police not come do an investigation, nothing.
And
And
that court
here
matter
what
is
she
still
carry my
in court.
brother court for.
Tell us.
Yes, this is what she carry my brother court for. Like he have an open land, which in the police fail to do a investigation. He have an open land, like 100 and something body just be walking in an open land. And she parked she car there, and my sister still down at the back while over the squatting area, just use the same open land as her tractor. So she parked she car middle of the open land. So my brother just come out from sea, and I got call my sister, other sister, for come collect some fish. She take she phone, started the video, and when she done video, the by my sister come up for collect fish. But so we see police come. That oh, you was cussing your sister and you're gonna go around your car. And the boy just passed from the open land, forgot call my sister, and he end up a court no for knowing nothing. He just passed to call my sister for fish, still at the back, and the police just come and start harassing him, and which in them failed to do an investigation to investigate like how the land situate, where the boy walk for call his sister, call his other sister, and these things, and she just keep every time the boy come up and see she keep lashing out that way.
like police, police, police. And like, I will tell the police, you need to do an investigation, come out and ask people. People are willing to speak in the community. They are failed from doing that. Than just speaking one side all the time.
I hear you, Melvin. If you have a chance to talk to your sister, I'm certain she's going to be watching this on social media. What would you want to say to her?
If me get a chance for that for speak to she, the first thing I'm gonna tell she, don't forget what I did for you when she go away and she left her husband. She go away and she not care none of she kids. She even left her 2-year-old baby with me. And me go and me look after all she kid, wash, cook, and send them to school. And she was not home like actually 2 months. And when she come back, and when she come back, she not come back straight home. She gone with the other guy. And like, that's my sister when ever done. So me take care of her kid, wash, cook, and clean, and send these kids to school. And the father helped me out a little bit, give me some money, buy grocery, cook for them, send them to school, pay bills. And when done, she come home back and she start lashing out at we now. That the first thing we want to put her to her place. I know maybe in my small days she might did for me, which I cannot recall, but she look from the bigger days now that what I did for she, because if no was me, she picked me them and she done knock about all over.
And the children are with her now?
Yeah, the children them with her, but not her big son stay with me other sister, and you come daytime and you're there with me mommy most time.
Great.
She even put
Melvin,
out her big son from her home.
Melvin, is there anything that you want to add that I may not have had a chance to ask, but you think it's important that the public knows?
Uh, there is something to I would like to, like bring some bigger ones as you are speaking to me.
Tell us,
My
Melvin.
community has been my
And
community
we are
has
going
been
to leave it
described as
there for this evening, but we're going to publish the rest on social media, and quite a bit there. MP Natasha Singlos, I know this is your area of expertise, and so in the limited time we have left, let's try to make sense of it for us.
This needs unpacking, as Randy says. It needs unpacking.
Unpack.
From the one side view, and that's what we have tonight. We have his take on the situation. Seems to me there is some level of dysfunction in that family. The absence of a father tells a lot, and the mother seems not to be able to take control, because I've seen another video that you posted in which the mother was literally crying instead of making a comment. And listen to me, what services I heard him say he is from 65 Village on the quarantine. What services do we have in the upper quarantine that can help this family? The police can only do so much within the
And
laws
they
to
obviously need
help.
help. They seem to be crying out for help. That's what all
Exactly.
this action tells us.
Every member of that family, from the children who would be grandchildren, go right up to that grandmother. Individually, they need help. And I can tell you that the officers at Corriverton, they are severely understaffed. Social protection officers, they are severely understaffed there. I know of 2 officers who are competent to deal with family grief and so on, but that's not enough. And what you are seeing from that family in that constituency, there are many, many other issues, and that's really really sad, but that family needs in its entirety, that family needs help, Sherrod.
Quite interesting, and I hope that they get the help that they need, because there seems to have been an escalation of the altercations between the sister and all of them, and this has an impact on the next generation as the people in the boat
Yeah.
actions also has an impact on the next generation. Because I could imagine the young lady who was using all the profanities, and in the first instance, I could imagine her going home to kids, or going home to a family and explaining that you either get embedded in your worldview, or you seek to change.
Jared, I have one question for you. I know
Right
that
ahead.
you're the host, but I can ask you questions too. As a member of parliament, you sat in the parliament, and you know, and I know that a large sum of money was was approved for One Guyana Commission, and
Yeah.
the One Guyana Commission was initially set up. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if it was set up, or it was just in paper format,
Yeah.
like the concept One Guyana. It's in paper form, and has not taken any structure as yet. But a large sum of money was approved for that. We have not heard anything else than what we have read on the concept note of One Guyana. I believe that money should have been decentralized to help in situations like these. And the first one with the vote.
Yeah, and that is what we have seen. The promises of the PPP are one thing, but the execution and the fulfillment of those promises are something quite different. And Natasha, what struck me when you set up that question is the fact that in Parliament we have seen abuses, we have seen physical altercations in the
Yeah.
National Assembly, right? That should be setting the example. So far from the policy aspect of our work there, we ourselves are a dysfunctional family at the parliamentary level.
Yes.
At that
Violence.
level, we are
Violence.
very, very dysfunctional. And perhaps so as the leaders go, so does the nation, because here you have it on the ground. We talk about One Guyana, we talk about unity, we talk about the corridor of happiness and ministry of happiness and all of that. But it's just in concept form. We talk about having economic dynamism, but beef is $800, right?
Yes.
We talk
Yes.
about caring for our people, but we out to Sputnik vaccines, right? And you
Yes.
all and the administration had all of the answers, but they have refused to engage a certain section of our country, half or more than half, who wants to help. We hear the
Yes.
cries for help. We see it in the politics. We see it in the policies. So the administration, they are like these families that we're seeing. There is dysfunction. There is need for help. They're crying out for help. We want to help, right? But then they're saying, "Oh, we're not engaging you, right? We are not
So,
engaging."
so
That is the
Jared,
challenge
from
that
the
we have. We are
beginning,
strong on
uh,
promises. We
from August 2nd to now, they have not engaged, and they have said that they're not going to engage the opposition unless we recognize them as legitimate. Well, let them go to hell. That's fine. They are illegitimate, and there's no recognition for that. That is just wrong. Now
yeah,
listen to me. You have not engaged us from since August the 2nd to now. There is no opposition consultation. There is no representation on the National Task Force for COVID-19. You have opened up all of the economy. You brought back the public servants full swing. You're forcing people to work. And now your strategy after the pandemic got out of hand is to
yeah.
accuse the opposition of not helping you to vaccinate the people. What nonsense is that, Sharon?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are tremendous challenges in our society, beginning with governance, and by extension, the economy. There are serious pains that are being felt by families in this country, and people are acting out their frustrations in many, many, many ways.
I've,
MP Natasha
I've
Singh
just
Lewis,
seen,
it doesn't,
Sharon, that there
yeah.
has been burning of tires. That's a new thing in the Blackbush area. And the people are rebelling because, we know the people
Because
used
you're
to
seeing what is happening. We saw 7 deaths yesterday. Day before
yeah.
yesterday, I think it was 6 deaths yesterday. What more are we looking for? And they're telling us they have the answers. Now they're out of vaccines. How long have they been out of vaccine? That's the other question,
That,
right?
that's
How long? because it seems to me quite interesting that the more they vaccinate now, it's like the more deaths. Right? Something is not adding up with this government. But like a good family, we are here ready to put our shoulders to the wheel and
Yeah.
get the work done to bring relief to our people. And likewise, I'm certain you as well, MP, you wish these families well and that they get the kind of help that they need, whether it's the family on the boat or it's the family in Barbies.
Sharad, I want to say publicly that I am here to help. And if you need, any one of you need to get to me, my Facebook page is Natasha Singh Lewis. You can WhatsApp me through the Facebook page. My number is there, and I am willing to help.
And you
In
and let them know you also host Building Bridges, a fantastic program. Is it on Mondays or on Tuesdays? I slipping the right.
Building Bridges is a live program on Monday evening, 6:30 to 7:30 every
Excellent. And
Monday.
folks, I commend that program to you to get some more of Natasha Singh Lewis. I knew she had some of the answers we were looking for this evening. And that's why I asked her to come and to help us navigate some of these very deep issues or issues of breadth and depth. And I know we can't solve all in one evening, but there's no hurt in trying. MP Singh Lewis, thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you too very much, Sharad. And please stay safe and please take care of your family.
Yeah. And folks, thank you also for sticking with us through all of the challenges, technical challenges this evening. Do remember to sanitize, social distance, wear your mask, practice all of the COVID-19 protocols that are in place for your health and that of your family and your loved ones. Stay safe, guys. Thanks again, MP Natasha Singh Lewis.
You're welcome, Sharad.
Stay safe, guys.